In this how-to video, we want to look at speed, distance, and time. Welcome to this short how-to presentation. How do we calculate speed, distance, and time? For speed, distance, and time calculations, we need to use the speed, distance, and time triangle, which is shown here. When drawing the triangle, we need to make sure that the D is at the top of the triangle. It doesn't particularly matter which way around the S and the T are at the bottom of the triangle. The D is separated from the S and the T by this line here, which is a divide line, and the S and the T are separated by a multiplication. So how do we use the speed, distance, and time triangle? If, for example, our question was asking us for the speed of something, how fast something was travelling, cover that particular part of the triangle up with our hand. That leaves us distance and time. Remembering that this line here is a divide line, it means that to work out the speed of something, it's the distance divided by the time. Here we've got an example of the speed. I can run 18 kilometers in 1 hour 30 minutes, so how fast am I running? So we remember the formula. Take the 18 kilometers and we're going to divide that by the time. The time there is 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is 1.5 hours. 18 divided by 1.5 gives us 12. What we have to do now, the most important part of this, once we've carried out the calculation, is to make sure that we put the correct unit into the answer. Distance unit were kilometers and the time unit was an hour. So the answer to the question is 12 kilometers per hour. We could always work this question out. Instead of using 1 hour 30 minutes, we could use 90 minutes. The formula for that would then be 18 divided by 90. What we need to do here, at this point here, we need to divide the 90 by 60 to give us the calculation in hours. 90 divided by 60 gives us the 1.5. So again, we end up with 18 divided by 1.5, which gives us 12. And again, 12 kilometers. To work out a distance calculation, it's the speed multiplied by the time. In this example here, we've got the train. The train is moving at 10 meters per second. That's telling us the speed of the train. These are the two questions. How much time does it take for the train to travel 150 meters? Or how far would the train travel in 60 seconds? So this question here, the bottom question, how far, is the distance question. So to work that out, we need the speed multiplied by the time. Well, there's the speed, it's 10 meters per second. I'm going to multiply that by the time. The time there is 60 seconds. 10 times 60 is 600. So that means that that train would travel 600 meters in 60 seconds. This question here is the time question. How much time does it take for the train to travel 150 meters? So for time we need the distance, which is 150, and we're going to divide that by the speed, and the speed is 10. 150 divided by 10 is 15. Because we're talking about time, the answer to that would be seconds. So speed, distance and time calculations are quite straightforward. Just all the information is given to you in the question. All you need to do is to remember the speed, distance and time triangle. Further information on this topic can be found in the Compare Measures PowerPoint and the various resources which you can find on the one file or on pages 67 and 68 of the Study and Test Practice